What is up, guys, and welcome back for another Diablo 3 set dungeon guide. This one's going to be going over the Barbarian Wrath of the Waste set. I'm going to go through the build, and then I'm going to show you the location of the set dungeon, and then the objectives, and kind of, commentary my mastery playthrough to help you, hopefully help you get this set dungeon complete. This one is one of the more difficult, I find, because it's just kind of annoying as far as the RNG and grouping mobs and everything like that. Alright, just going over the gear, we're going to be using all of the Wrath of the Waste set pieces except for the boots. We're going to be using illusory boots here. Your belt is going to be that chain length chain. It's going to be Warcry, movement speed. You want your Hellfire amulet with your 5th passive on it. The Wars and Chin arm guards to get more movement speed off breakable objects. And then your Bolkathos Oath set with emeralds in there for the crit damage. It's not going to really matter if you have diamonds in your chest and pants, because it will help you kind of like take a little bit less damage from non-physical, but it's kind of a wash either way. You want this diamond in your helm for CDR because you want to keep all your abilities up as much as possible. Now let's go to the cube real quick. For rings here, you need to be using Skull Grasp and Ring Roll Grandeur and Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. I didn't have a physical Ring Roll Ring of Grandeur or a Skull Grasp, so I just decided to use a Convention of Elements. And if you need more damage for your Whirlwind, then Skull Grasp is good, but I think that you'd probably want Whirlwind to kill guys in this as least as possible, so probably not having it is good, but if you do need it, you can definitely put it in there. Obsidian Ring is going to help you also keep your abilities off cooldown. The Roll Ring of Grandeur is going to allow you to wear these illusory boots and still have the 6-piece set bonus. And then you want the Kareem's buff belt in your armor slot in the cube. This will give you 25% run speed. This effect is lost 5 seconds after taking damage. Since we can't take damage in here or we'll fail, then we'll pretty much have this ability or this stat at all times. And then also you want the NGM, which will allow you your cooldowns to even tick down even more after killing Elite Pack. As far as the gems I used here, I used Bane of the Trapped, Bane of the Powerful, and Taeguk. And those are just going to be like your generic, whirlwind kind of stuff. Just you kill an elite, you do a little bit more damage, it's fine. Really, a lot of it's not damage based in here. It's really about just using the right abilities in the right sequence and not getting hit, which is a really frustrating part. So it's probably going to take you a couple attempts here because there is an RNG factor with the mob placement and groupings. But I'll kind of talk you through that. I'll kind of show you the route as far as the mini map goes you can take to try to minimize your damage and stuff like that. Alright guys, as far as location goes, it's going to be in the Pandemonium Fortress 1, as you can see right here. I'll show you really quickly how to get here. If you just open up and go to Act 5 and then go to Pandemonium Fortress 1, and it will port me back, and then I'll just walk back to this portal. It's going to pop you in right here. Instead of going through this death gate, you just run back in this direction all the way around. You're going to go up this set of stairs here and all the way up, and then the second set of stairs, and then it's going to be right here. If you're wearing all 6 pieces, it'll show up right there. Alright guys, so the objectives for the Wrath of the Waste set dungeon is you have to rend 10 different enemies at once, 5 different times, and then do not take any physical damage for the duration of the dungeon, and then obviously you have to complete one objective with 111 monster kills for basic, and then for mastery we have to kill everything. Alright guys, so as far as the route goes here, you're going to come in down here, right, and you're going to want to clear as much of this as possible. Now, my goal, these are where the blades are, right here. So you want to try to have 3 of your 5 before you even try to cross these areas. And then there should be enough density up here. You can get the one here, and probably the 5th one here. But that's kind of the route. But you try to minimize, how many times you go through here. I'll start here, and I'll clear up through here, get this area all good. I'll even clear up into this hallway and come all the way back and make sure this is clear. And then I might cross up here, right? But I'll never go up and then back down, because that means I just got to go back up again to get up here. So just try to cross up once, clear up here, cross down once. Once you get to the point where you can just whirlwind the whole time, then you just need to clear the rest of the mobs. Then you can take it a little bit slower through here. You should have about a minute and a half if you do it right to clean up the entire rift. Alright guys, so I'm just going to kind of commentary while you can watch this mastery run here. But the general strategy here is that you're going to be trying to use, a Warcry and Battle Rage and Sprint to try to rush into a bunch of group of guys, and then immediately use ground stomp to pull everybody in, and when they're stunned, you're then going to hit rend, right? Once you hit rend and you see that you've got 10 guys, even if you didn't get 10 guys, you want to clean it up with whirlwind. You don't want to give them any chance to actually hit you. For the most part, while you're whirlwinding, you're pretty much good on not taking damage. Your biggest obstacle is going to be the swinging blades in this level. That's why I try to like clear the bottom half of the map and try to get at least 3 attempts, 3 of the 5 rends before I actually cross the blades, because there's less of an area to get guys when you go north of the blades. So you definitely want to try to get 3 of 5 there and then move up. And also just do due diligence too, because if you do actually get 3 of 5 and then you get the last 2 north of the blades, you don't want to necessarily, you know, cross those blades multiple times after you get your 5 and try to like get all the guys killed. So go in every corner, make sure you, if there's a room that has less than 10 guys, just go ahead and whirlwind them down and get rid. If you know you can't pull them together, just go ahead and get them, you know, taken care of so you don't have to double back for them. As you can see here, I'm going to make my first attempt to cross the blades. I'm going to take my time because, you know, you don't want to try to move through this too fast. You got to worry about mobs in here too. So make sure you don't let him swing back. Those guys telegraph pretty easily. So you just want to make sure that you, like here, you see a lot of guys stacked up. So I'm going to attempt to just, you know, I'm going to attempt to just try to like get group guys up. It's actually harder on this edge of the map up here to get guys unless they're, you know, the RNG is really good. Run up here in this corner a little bit so you can get them stacked up. I think I get one here. Yeah. But that's the biggest strategy here, is just trying to like ground stop and then rend pretty much one right after another, just so you don't, you know, get hit, because you can accidentally ground stomp and then, you know, you take too long getting rend and you get hit by them coming out of the stun. This little pillar here is kind of annoying because there's going to be guys on either side of it, and it's going to be really hard to group them into one group. So you can push into this room here. There's usually a lot of guys down here right by these blades. And I think this is where I get my last one too. Yeah. So I'm just going to try to, like, you know, keep sprinting. Try not to get hit. It's the most stressful thing about this, is because you're trying to group guys up. You don't want to use ground stomp and waste the cooldown, and you also don't want to whirlwind. So it's like you have to really hope that you don't get hit here. So as you can see, I got all 5 rends done. So now we're just going to be cleaning up the rift, and we're just going to make sure we get everything north of the blades. And there's going to be mobs in with the blades on that hallway too. So you can stand on the edge here like I'm doing here and just kind of like lure them out and get them with, suck them in with Hurricane on Whirlwind. And then just slowly try to go through the blades. That's the most stressful part. And I saw there was a guy up there. I was like, you know, instead of going back up immediately, I'm just going to clear the whole bottom section and then, you know, look for everything else. And there's like, what, 18 guys? Yeah, 18 guys left. And like, this is not even discovered up here, so I know that I'm going to have to clear both these hallways. So I'm trying to be really careful. Those guys have Waller too, so they can really get you up against those blades real quick. You know, there's a lot of guys in here like here. Just try to stay in between those lines on the ground and Whirlwind, you know, perpendicular to or parallel to them, and that's going to help you out a lot. Yeah, the cleanup process is, you know, annoying. Getting the rends is probably that's getting that out of the way first is really important, and then cleaning up, you know, you can probably get yourself like a minute and a half, you know, to clean up the rift. You have plenty of time with all the movement speed that's going on, but you definitely don't want to get to the very, like right there, I almost got hit by that blade. If that would have happened, I would have been so mad, because you can get all the way down to where there's like 2 guys left and then get hit by those blades and fail the whole mastery. So now, as you can see, I've got like, you know, what, a minute? Yeah, I got like 30 seconds left. Got like 2 guys in here, so I'm just going to be using all of my sprint abilities and just trying to find absolutely everything. You know, make sure I find all the guys. This guy's here, and I think the last one is an elite. He's also up there. Boom. See that? Ended it right in the hallway of the blades. It's crazy. But anyway, guys, I hope this video helps you complete the Wrath of the Waste set dungeon. It's really tedious, right? It's going to take you a couple of attempts to try to get like a good placement of mobs and all that, but I'd say the biggest skill that, you know, even if you fail the attempt, keep practicing instead of just running out the portal and resetting. Practice on, you know, when you see a big group of guys on the map, to immediately get all your movement speed up and sprint into them, you know, and try to run around and gather them up. And then once you feel like you have a good grouping, you know, hit ground stomp as fast as you can. And once you hit ground stomp, hit rend. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, clean them up. You clean them up either way. But once you get that rend off, just whirlwind and clean them all up. But don't try to like go too crazy, because sometimes you can get other guys grouped up in the same room and get another one. It just kind of depends. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys, this helps you get this complete. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section. And if you want to see more Diablo content, then hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.